There was a 2-hour wait to give blood in Pittsburgh today. It's what neighbors do. We couldn't help but notice Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers, had lived just blocks from the synagogue. He had a message about tragedy for the children who watched his show.
My mother would try to find out who was helping the person who got hurt. Always look for the people who are helping, she'd tell us. You'll always find somebody who's trying to help.
The helpers didn't hesitate Saturday. Scores of first responders rushed to the emergency, selflessly facing danger head-on. Already inside was Dr. Jerry Rabinowitz, who is believed to have been gunned down as he helped those who were wounded. Even more help came from the Islamic Center of Pittsburgh, calling their Jewish neighbors family, brothers and sisters. They've already raised a significant amount of money for the victims, but want to do more.
We just want to know what you need. You know, if it's more money, let us know. If it's people outside your next service, you know, protecting you, let us know. We'll be there.
The people of Pittsburgh are making it clear that hate won't win. Not here, not in their neighborhood. Harry Smith, NBC News.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.